All right, all right. Thanks for stopping by. So it's a lazy day here at the campsite. Not much going on today. Just chilling. I did play guitar a little bit this morning, but I'm not really good today. I think most musicians will tell you that some days they just don't have it, and some days they're a lot better. And today's one of those days. I just can't get my fingers moving very well today. It may be just my old age and arthritis, or it may be the cold weather coming in. But yeah, just chilling today. Went ahead and put the tent up because when the rain comes in, I want to have a place to sit so I won't be cooped up in the van. So that's the main road right up there. We're in a horseshoe right now, and that's the main road that goes around the bend there. And we've seen no traffic today. Yesterday, we saw a total of 7 cars, and the day before that, I think we had 6 cars. So I was thinking it was going to be a lot more crowded because we got a holiday weekend. This is Friday. So they might start rolling in here today. But there's plenty of places along this forest road for them to camp. I don't think we'll have anybody come down and ask to camp right next to us. I hope not. I like the secluded feeling I get here. Lots of room to spread out. See the fog coming in over the mountain there? So this is facing westward right now. If the fog wasn't so heavy, we could get up on this little peak here and actually see the ocean. There may be one other ridge line that's blocking it, but that's westward. So the ocean is that way, just a couple of miles. We also have a tree disease in this forest. We saw a sign for it. And you'll see, I think there must be beetles or something that are killing these trees. See that one right there? It's dying. It's still a little bit of life in it. If it was completely dead, I wouldn't park that close to it. There's others over here. Looks like they've been dead for at least 5 years. They're still standing, but they'll be falling. The next windstorm that comes through will knock those 2 down. But I remember seeing a similar situation when I was in the Smoky Mountains a couple of years ago. There is a certain beetle that gets in the pines and kills them. And I think that's what's going on here. And it'll just wipe out thousands of trees, and then the beetles go away for a while, and then they come back 7 or 8 years later and do the same thing. That's terrible. I hope it doesn't wipe out too many of these trees. I mean, we still got a lot, but as you really can't tell through the camera. But as we were coming up the forest road, it goes around, it makes another bend, and it winds up down the mountain. And it's a straight uphill climb all the way up here. We're at 2,000 feet right now. And just a few miles in that direction, you're at sea level. So the whole way here was uphill. So on the way out of here, I'm just going to put it in second gear and save my brakes and just creep down the mountain. One thing I like about my van, the GMC Savannah, and the Chevy Expresses have the same transmission. It has automatic transmission, but it also has a manual transmission feature where you can choose, what gear you want. It's got a toggle switch that you hit with your thumb. It's got an up and down switch. Paddle switch is what they call it. So you can just put it in manual and then set the gear that you want it to go to as your highest gear, like number 2. And it'll shift down for you. It just won't shift up any more past gear number 2. And if you want 3, 4, 5, or 6, you just put it on what gear you want. But I love that feature. Driving in the mountains, I use that manual feature and just paddle shift. It shifts more smoothly, and when you don't want to go into overdrive, you can prevent that. Just use the manual feature. I never really used it much. I did in Colorado a couple years ago. But usually I just put it in automatic drive and let it do its thing. So today's just going to be a lazy day. I think Kevin is in there in his van watching the Johnny Depp trial. That's been his go-to entertainment. And like I said, I've been playing guitar a little bit, watching YouTube videos, putting up the tent. Kevin went into town yesterday and got us the supplies we'll need. I stayed back and watched the campsite. So I think we're going to be here at least a week, maybe 10 days. And then we're going to start heading over to the van life meetup. What's that going to be? North of Medford, north of Grants Pass, in a town called Prospect at a state park there. We'll be heading there. Here's my little porch. I don't really know why I set that tent up like that. It's just oh, I know why. It was the wind was blowing from the back of the van, and I wanted to, stop the wind as much as I could, so I put it right there. But I'll use it as my shower tent. Gonna get a good shower today. I'll put up my privacy tarps, let it get warm in there. Even on an overcast day, it'll still get warm in there if you put up the sidewalls. That'll get me a good hot shower today. Maybe that'll energize me and make me feel like being productive today. Look at all that fog rolling in up there. It was sunny this morning, but I needed some overcast days. I got to get over this sunburn. There is a track right there. If you take it to the left, you can park over there, and there is a walk-in campsite. You can't see it from here, but it's through the bushes down there. I wouldn't want it. It doesn't look very appealing to me. This spot here is way better. It's a good spot. You could park travel trailers, Class A's, camper vans, everything here. You can see where people have been driving up here and parking up here, but really all they're doing is just tearing up the grass because there's no level place to park up here. So we chose to park here on the gravel pad. That way we'll let the grass keep growing and we get a nice level spot to park the vans at. But that'll wrap it up for today. Just wanted to check in with you guys and say hello. Take care, be well, and smash the bell.